Hey everybody, going to talk to you a little bit today about being a backyardsman. What is being a backyardsman? Well, it's doing the best with what you got. If you're a prepper or you're worried about everything that's been going on right now, you've been watching a lot of videos and stuff, I'm just here to show you a couple of things you can do that might help you out that don't cost that much. So, here's one thing. My summer and winter garden, but all we've done is made us a really cheap greenhouse. And how we've done that is somebody that I knew was tearing down a privacy fence, so I used all of their stuff from the privacy fence here. These are just old privacy fence planks. That's all they are, old privacy fence planks. I've got them screwed together at the top, and then I put privacy fence planks all around the bottom and just screwed it in there. You don't have to be a great carpenter for that. Filled it up with some dirt, and as you can see, it's December now, and we've got a pretty good garden spot going. We got some carrots coming up here. We've got some cherry bell radishes, turnips coming up. We got lots of different things, and from the summer we have left the last of our tomatoes, and we're just going to let those sit and they'll compost into this soil. But we've got all manner of things growing in here. So that's one thing that we did. I just took all of the stuff that was left over from that fence and just screwed it together. And then around the outside edge, you can see here that I put in the timbers that were holding the fence up. And those timbers that were holding the fence up, I just, put some mulch around there. Got a few bags of mulch, put it around there, and that way it's easy to walk. I put plastic under the entire thing. Also, the plastic on top or around is just simple sheet plastic. Goes all the way down. You can see the planks coming up underneath here. And then I've got a piece of PVC pipe, 1.5 inch pipe on the bottom right here. If I can get that, there we go. And so when we want to open it up, let it get some sunshine, we just roll that top up just like we did here. I just roll it about halfway up and then pick it up, and I've got screws sitting on the top that hold it, and put a couple of bungee cords on the end like I did, and there you go. You've got a little greenhouse. If you got room, you can build 4 or 5 of these things. Another thing that we did, which was more expensive, was a Generac generator. So we got this guy, and Jet On Electric did this for us here in Arkansas. This is the big one. It's the 22 kilowatt, but it runs our entire house, which is well over 2,000 square feet. We got 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. So, but this Generac will run the entire thing. So power goes out, ice storm, rain, wind, whatever, this runs off natural gas. It is also field changeable, so you don't have to be a mechanic to do it. It has a switch, and you hook up propane to it, and it runs on natural gas or propane. Probably more efficient on propane than the natural gas, but the natural gas is what it's hooked up to right now. Also, if you'll notice, this is our little chicken yard. A lot of people want to talk about raising chickens. So one of the things that we decided to do, we had this old dog kennel. And there it is, just a simple dog kennel. Had an old dog house there. I just put me some wood up across the top of the dog kennel up here. And then I put me some of the plastic sheeting. They got plastic sheeting at Lowe's or wherever. I just put that on top to waterproof it a little bit. Then as you can see, all of my chickens here. There they are. Excuse me, ladies. On the inside, you can see that I've got straw all around for them. That way they can stay clean and everything they've got as clean as a chicken will stay. I've got their water here. You can buy this at Orscheln or Tractor Supply or whatever. It's just you fill it up with water, and same thing with the feed. So their feed, you fill this thing up, a big tub on top, comes out the bottom. And hot summertime, I've got a fan set up outside. Very simple, very effective. I just screwed that up to the rafters and braced that with some wood and turn that fan on. It gives them the cool that they need. And on the inside, let me turn this camera around if I can. Well, I don't think I can at the moment. But on the inside, this was just simply a 8x10 Sears building shed that was in a lot of people's backyards, and that's what we had. So it wasn't very good for much. So I put studs, as you can see here in the corner, I put studs all the way around, studs going down like you can see right in here. So I put all these studs all around, and then I insulated it with some of this cosmic insulation board, which is basically styrofoam with silver stuff on the back. And I built a very simple chicken coop, as you can see right there. So you got 2x4 on the bottom, and you got a 2x4 on the back. You put a piece of plywood over the top of it, and this is just simple hardware you can get anywhere. That way you can open it up, and as you can see, they seem pretty happy in there. Got them a lot of straw in there. This is Heidi. Heidi is a Rhode Island Red. She lays an egg every day. I got all of these chicks. They were about 3 days old when I got them, and raised every one of them from chicks, so my daughter would be well acquainted with them. Anyway, Rhode Island Red, very good chicken to have. Also, I have Midnight right back there. She's the black one. Midnight is called a black sex link. She also lays 1 egg a day. Then I have these two ladies, the Americanas. One of them is Pecky, one of them is Chub Chub. This is Pecky. Chub Chub's down on the other end. So people ask me, well, how many eggs do you really get from 4 chickens? I get about 28 a week. So 25 on a slow week. But each one of them lay an egg apiece a day. Chub Chub, Pecky right here lays a little blue egg. Chub Chub lays a pink egg. A darker brown speckled egg for our black one, Midnight. And Heidi, the Rhode Island Red, she has just a regular brown egg, kind of a lighter brown. I've got them a couple of little feeders up in the corners. Watch out, baby. I did line this coop with some linoleum. It makes it a lot easier to clean out. I had some leftover linoleum. I've got a little hole cut there so they can get in and out. At the end down here, I put an opening that is wide enough that I can put a fan inside. And there's an opening on the outside of the shed here where I can blow a fan through there. So if they're sleeping inside here, they can get cool in the summertime. And also right now, I have a heating lamp up here. So let's see if we got any eggs today. I've already collected a couple. So we open it up, and this is where they like to lay. And there's a little blue egg right there. So that little blue egg is from Pecky. She's a big chicken with a little blue egg. So is it difficult to raise chickens? No, it's not. If you have, I don't have a rooster, so I don't raise chickens. You still get eggs without a rooster, but they're unfertilized eggs. So they're just for eating. They're not for raising baby chicks. So a few things you can do. Get a few chickens. Even if you're in town, if you don't get a rooster, the rooster won't crow. Just don't tell everybody about it. Put them in your little shed in the backyard. Use your dog house and some old chain link fence that you find at the junkyard or something. Or just get you some chicken wire. But make sure that whatever you have, the top closes good, because raccoons, foxes, dogs, cats, whatever, would love to get at your chickens. So you have to make sure that the top and all around the sides are good. As far as ease to take care of, they're a breeze. If you get little chicks, the little chicks work on chick starter, which is a crumble type food. Then they can work up to a pellet. And also, I give them scratch, which they'll need. And the scratch is just corn, Milo, some different grains there. Every once in a while, I will throw in some regular commercial bird seed. It's got some sunflower seeds, stuff like that in it. And also, very important to know, ground oyster shells. Just ground oyster shells. Why on earth do chickens need ground oyster shells? Well, chickens, when they lay eggs, they have calcium that the shell is built out of. And that is where they get a lot of their calcium, is from the oyster shells. Now, you can buy food like laying pellets, is what they're called. And the laying pellets will also give you some calcium, but you have to buy gravel for chickens, because chickens have to have gravel to chew. They don't have teeth. So they have a muscle inside their stomach called a gizzard. And you've all probably heard of livers, but maybe not gizzards. So gizzards are just a muscle in the chicken's intestine, and it kind of moves around and mashes up the food against the rocks and the little pellets, whatever they eat, such as the oyster shells. So if you get ground up oyster shells, you're killing two birds with one stone. Oh, no pun intended, ladies. But you're killing two birds with one stone. You got something that they can grind up their other food with, and you've also got something that is going to give them good calcium. So anyway, you'll need some regular feed, like pellet style feed that is made for chickens. When they get bigger like this, laying pellets. When they're younger, chick starter. And if you buy them as babies, you could have to wait up to 6 months for a chicken to start to lay. The Americanas, the two big pretty ones that lay the smaller blue eggs, takes them about 6 months to start laying. Now the Rhode Island Red, it took her about 4. So 4 months from birth, she was ready to start laying. The Black Sex Link started laying right after her. So if you guys have any questions out there about, hey, I would like to have some chickens, but I don't really know anything about chickens. Very easy to keep. Just send us a shout out in the comments. I can answer any questions that you guys might have. I'm from Arkansas, so I automatically knew about chickens. The day I was born, I owned a chicken. So Arkansas actually has a law that I didn't know about when I went to buy these chickens. Arkansas law says you have to buy 6 chickens. You can't buy 3. You can't buy 4 or 5. You have to buy 6 chickens. So only in Arkansas would you have a law where you have to buy 6 chickens. But anyway, who's to say that I didn't need 6, but I ended up with 4. So I did buy 6, but one passed away in the summertime from the heat, and the other one didn't make it very long after I bought them. So, you know, it's kind of like buying goldfish. If you buy 10, you might have 3 or 4 that live. So anyway, out of my 6 chickens, I have 4. My 4 lay 2 dozen eggs a week. So there we go. I don't have to buy eggs anymore, but I do buy feed and stuff like that. But anyway, so I don't have to worry if the stores run out. Now all I got to do is find an animal that lays toilet paper. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it.